Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to Mss.Roth.Recaps. Today, I'm here to discuss the film Two Brothers, directed by Jean-Jacques and released in 2004. This heartfelt movie follows the journey of two tiger cubs tragically separated due to human greed. Captured and taken into captivity, these adorable cubs lead very different lives until they reunite years later. Instead, they are not to be friends but to be enemies. How will the two tiger cubs live their lives? Before we delve into the heart-wrenching storyline, I want to remind you all, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell to stay updated on all the latest recaps. Okay, let's continue with this story. The film depicts the life adventures of two tigers, blessed with two cubs named Sunda and Kumar, living in the Southeast Asian wilderness. Meanwhile, two men enter an auction room with two large elephant bones, but the bidders show little interest even when the auctioneer sets the starting price at 300 guineas. Despite the auctioneer's attempt to motivate the audience by highlighting the provenance of these bones brought by renowned hunter Aidan McCrory, they remain uninterested, and the elephant bones remain unsold. Back in the jungle, Sunda and Kumar are joking until they are unexpectedly attacked by a wild animal. Sunda, frightened, climbs a tree to safety, while Kumar bravely fights off the animal, causing it to flee. Sunda then jumps down to the tree, causing injuries to his feet. Suddenly, the tigers hear a human voice in the distance, and it makes them panic. The father tiger finds the cubs on top of a hill. They all see a group of people walking through the forest. These people want to explore ancient temples in the tiger's territory. The father tiger tries to stop the humans from entering their territory to protect their cubs. One of the cubs, Sunda, struggles to walk because leaves are stuck under its legs. The mother tiger quickly takes Sunda into hiding, and the other cub follows them. The three tigers make it back home safely. Later, the father tiger keeps watch from above their home at night. The cub, Kumar, sneaks a peek at the humans and sees them walking around the temple. They start setting up a fire to boom in the temple. The next morning, the tigers hear an explosion outside the temple. A man named Aidan uses explosives to bring down a statue. The noise startles the tigers, and they start running around. The dog with the humans starts barking loudly. Soon, the humans realize there is a tiger nearby. The mother tiger carries one of the cubs, named Sunda, away, leaving the other cub behind. The humans chase after the male tiger, following their dog. Aidan follows the dog to a cave, where the dog barks wildly, indicating to Aidan that there might be something inside. Meanwhile, the female tiger runs away with the little cub. The humans saw this and told everyone that there were tigers inside the cave. The dog continues barking, and the humans start hearing noises. The little cub, Kumar, tries to climb out of the cave, but he can't grip the wall. The father tiger sees his cub in danger, and the male tiger attacks one of the humans to protect his cub. The tiger attacks, and Aidan quickly shoots it with his rifle because he doesn't have time to think. Little cub Kumar watches and hides under the big tiger's body. Aidan takes the male tiger away, then realizes the cub is hiding with its father. He takes the cub with him. Later, as everyone heads back to the village, Aidan decides to raise the little tiger cub. He tries to get this cub to drink water, but the cub refuses because the little cub is angry and doesn't know how to drink this water from the bottle. Aidan lets the cub suck on his finger instead. Aidan engages in playful play and banter with the cub. Subsequently, he offers the cub some candies and declares that this is his preferred flavor. Aidan always gives the cub some water to drink while they are on the road. Now the people go back to their village. The village chief greets Aidan, and a woman is translating what the chief says. She claims that because tigers harm both people and their animals, the chief thanks Aidan for taking out the tiger. Helping them out has been enjoyable for people in these villages. The chief expresses gratitude to him, thanking Aidan will give him this tiger cub, but Aidan clarifies that he'll provide them with a deceased tiger. The chief says that he will keep this small cub in response to his statement that he does not want the dead tiger. In any case, Aidan informs him that he can raise himself on his own. Later on, Aidan heard some kind of noise outdoors, so he went outside. He then saw an officer who visits their neighborhood declare that it is unlawful to smuggle holy objects because they are legally protected. As a result, the policeman puts Aidan into custody. As Aidan is led away in handcuffs, he casts a somber gaze at the young cub, feeling hurt in his heart. Even though he did not want to, he must now leave the small cub, Kumar, alone. After that, the officer now goes over to the chief, gives him some cash, and thanks him for reporting the stolen goods. That night, the young cub found itself alone and wandering. It attempted to display its aggression but found itself unable to break free from its confinement. Meanwhile, the other cub and the female tiger returned to the area near the cave and did not see everything. The cries of the imprisoned tiger cub reached the ears of the mother tiger, prompting her to roar loudly as her cub screamed even louder. In the settlement, the chief villager observed that the tiger is aware that she has to stay near a youngster to take this little tiger cub back. The villagers, fearing for their safety, banded together and advanced to eliminate the threat. They attempted to drive her away by burning her with torches and firing shots. Forced to flee, the female tiger and her other cub retreated. In the village, Kumar, the imprisoned tiger cub, briefly broke free before the villagers recaptured him and confined him once again inside a wooden box. The next morning, the village leaders sold the imprisoned tiny tiger cub, Kumar, for money. The new owner places the cub in a wooden box and drives him away in a vehicle. The female tiger noticed this and attempted to chase the cub. She then manages to get in the jeep. However, the driver makes several moves that cause the female tiger to try to cling to the automobile. Despite her best efforts, the mother tiger was unable to cling to the jeep until she tumbled from it. Finally, the jeep knocks the female tiger off, leaving her and her cub, Sunda, behind as the vehicle drives away. She and her cub, Sunda, watch helplessly as the vehicle drives away, leaving Kumar in the jeep. The man brings the small cub to the market to sell him. The youngster has now been sold to a man named Zerbino, who plans to utilize the small tiger as an animal in his circus. He brings the tiger cub out of the wooden box, but the animal is difficult to control. Zerbino brings the cub to some of the individuals he works with and names him Kumar. A man named Saladin approaches, but the cub bites him. That enrages Saladin, who begins beating the cub up. He throws the cub into a cage, claiming that tigers do not run the show here. There is another tiger in the cage next to the youngster. Kumar attempts to converse with the tiger, but it wanders away from him. Little Kumar recognizes that the time he will spend in this cage will be quite lonely because the other tiger is not in a good mood. Meanwhile, Aiden is taken into prison, and he has a visit from the commander, Eugene Normandin. He says it is absurd to keep Aiden a prisoner, and he lets him out. As it seems, Eugene is a fan of hunting. He warns Aiden to be more careful in the future. Aiden asks the man if he is free to leave. Eugene replies that he can leave, but the officer who arrested Aiden says he cannot leave the country until they are finished with his paperwork. In the circus, Sirbi tries to feed Kumar, but the cub is not in the mood for eating. Saladin tells Sirbi that they should sell the cub. It is going to be useless to them. The tiger from the other cage saw this, then moved the tail to Kumar's cage. That makes Kumar wake up. A little cub then tries to catch his tail, making the big tiger realize that Kumar plays with him for fun. Back in the forest, the other cub was engrossed in playing with a butterfly. Suddenly, he nearly stumbled into a trap, causing the bell attached to the net to jingle loudly. The mother tiger cub, alarmed by the noise, immediately sprang into action to rescue her cub. The sound of the jingling bell alerted nearby humans, who began to follow the noise. Although the cub managed to escape the trap, his mother, in her haste, fell into a deep hole and became trapped. Despite her protests, the cub attempted to help her, mimicking his mother's actions, making him also fall into trap. A group of people, including Aiden and his companions, watched from above as the tiger became ensnared. This unfortunate situation arose because a high-ranking official, who enjoyed hunting wild animals, had orchestrated Aiden's involvement in the tiger hunt for his own entertainment. After returning to the city, Eugene asks Aiden for assistance in planning a hunting expedition for his guest. Aiden also meets Eugene's wife during this time. When Eugene's guests arrive, Aiden and his group construct a staircase to coax the tiger to go outside the trap. Despite the guest's preference for riding elephants instead of walking, Eugene and his friends eagerly anticipate the hunt. The female tiger, sensing danger, retreats to a hole with her cub in an attempt to shield her little tiger cub from harm. However, as the humans draw closer, the female tiger attempts to attack them. Eugene and the others celebrate their success and gather a picture with the dead tiger, unaware that the mother tiger sheds tears before appearing to succumb to her injuries. Suddenly, the flash of the camera awakens her, revealing that she is still alive. With newfound strength, the female tiger flees into the forest, evading further to save her life. As evening descends, Eugene and his wife Matilda bid farewell to their departing guests, thanking them for joining in the day's events. Eugene's son is also present. Matilda's dog begins barking outside, prompting Matilda and her son to investigate. The boy then discovers the hiding place of the tiger cub. He spots the cub inside the cave from a short distance. Matilda decides to bring the tiger cub into their home, and the family agrees to let her son keep the cub as a pet. That night, the boy plays with the tiger cub in his room, and Matilda reads a fairy tale to her son and the cub, whom they've named Sunda. Later, the boy falls asleep with the tiger cub in his arms. When Aiden and Eugene go to dinner the next evening, Eugene requests anything else from Aiden, namely some tiger skin. As one of the servants opens the door, Matilda's dog rushes inside and attacks Sonda, resulting in chaos and the destruction of dinner. When Aiden goes to the circus one day, he meets tiny Kumar there. He regrets becoming a circus animal and thinks back to the tiny child. He gives Kumar some of his favorite candies. He then asks Sirbi and Saladin if they have tiger skin. Aiden is informed by Saladin that he can obtain the tiger's skin by eliminating the elderly tiger. Kumar will now be employed for Circus X after the old tiger disappears. Aiden resolved to eliminate the old tiger, eventually resulting in its demise. Later, Eugene's guest came back, wanting to take another photo with the tiger's skin Aiden had provided. Meanwhile, Matilda's dog persisted in tormenting Sonda throughout the house, causing chaos by spilling beverages and creating a mess. Relentlessly pursued by the dog, Sonda fled downstairs in an attempt to escape. Despite Sonda's efforts to avoid confrontation, the dog continued its aggressive pursuit. This led to a violent confrontation, prompting Sonda to attack and ultimately kill the dog, leaving blood stains on Matilda's clothes. Distressed by the incident, Matilda demanded Sonda's immediate removal from the house. Soon after, they gave Sonda to the king as a gift, and he gave him the order to imprison him in a dungeon inside the palace. However, Sonda found it difficult to adapt to this new environment. Sonda, on the other hand, found it difficult to adjust to the unfamiliar surroundings, feeling intimidated by the presence of other aggressive animals. Sonda must live in a cage, just like the other animals. This made him increasingly irritable and fierce with each passing day. The person who received Sonda as a gift began to question whether the tiger cub was truly as aggressive as rumored. The man replies that if he had witnessed what the tiger had done to the dog, he wouldn't have asked him that question. A few years go by. Sonda and Kumar has now grown up. Now Sirbi is trying to teach him how to jump through a hoop that is on fire. However, Kumar is afraid to do it. Saladin runs out of patience. He calls the rest of the staff to help him get a hold of Kumar. They are able to pin him down, and they teach him a lesson. They beat him up pretty well, making Kumar hurt and angry with them. Then they give it one more try. This time Kumar jumps through the hoop with bravery. Sirbi is happy and lets him go to start the circus. The following day, the palace official visits the circus and questions Saladin about the strength of their tiger. Saladin challenges him to test the tiger himself if he dares to risk losing a limb. The official informs them that his master plans to host a festival featuring brutal fights among wild animals and seeks a worthy opponent. Saladin negotiates a price, and the official agrees to purchase the tiger. Meanwhile, the king presents his wife with a stunning piece of jewelry, which she assumes is for her. The king goes to see Sonda in the dungeon after making it clear that the jewelry is for tiger Sonda. Acknowledging Sonda's remarkable ferocity, he places the splendid necklace around the tiger's neck as a symbol of admiration. As the festival draws near, Aiden learns that Kumar, the tiger, will be facing off against the king's tiger. He tries to entice Kumar with his favorite candies, but the tiger shows no interest. Despite Aiden's attempts to negotiate with Sirbi for Kumar's release, the asking price proves too steep. Feeling desperate, Aiden contemplates unlocking Kumar's cage to prevent him from fighting. He realizes that this would be considered a crime against the king, leaving him with limited options. The celebration begins at the moment when Sonda is led into the arena, and his aggressive demeanor makes everyone cower. Roel, Eugene's son, recognizes Sonda. He then told his father that he knew him. But Eugene tricks him into thinking Sonda lives in a zoo. As the two tigers enter the arena, Kumar seems scared and doesn't want to fight, but the humans push him to go into the fight. When it starts, Kumar doesn't fight back. He just tries to protect himself. Soon, he starts playing with Sonda instead of engaging in aggression. In a moment of realization, they lock eyes and recognize each other as brothers, recalling the days of their playful youth. The fight is over for both of them, and one of them must be dead. As a result, they do not beat each other. Witnessing the unexpected turn of events, the king grows enraged because they just play ball with each other. The king ordered his soldiers to provoke the tigers into aggression. Despite the soldiers' attempts to incite them, the tigers defend themselves without retaliating. Saladin, in a desperate attempt to salvage the situation, brandishes a stick to agitate Tiger Kumar, but Sonda is angry, so Tiger jumps, biting his arm. In the midst of the chaos, Sirbi enters the arena, forgetting to lock the cage door open. Intent on shooting Sonda, Kumar then leaps to assault Sirbi's body in an attempt to attack him and shield Sonda. Reacting swiftly, the two tigers join forces, overpowering their captors and escaping from the cage. Embracing each other, they resolve to flee to the safety of the forest, recognizing that the city holds no place for them. Kumar hesitates to go with Sonda because he is accustomed to being in cages. A moment later, Sonda helps him understand their shared fate. People don't need them, they just play for fun, and they want to kill them. Kumar understands that meaning. They then embark on their journey to freedom. The two tigers see a vehicle that is carrying meat. This must be their lucky day. They ambush the vehicle and cause it to crash, opening a window of opportunity to try to eat all of that delicious meat and help release animals trapped in cars. Then one of them sneaks into a house and destroys all the lamps. A woman finishes her bath and sees the tiger, which makes her scream and run out of the house naked. Meanwhile, the other tiger startles a guy who is selling newspapers and makes him run away. Two tigers play like dogs, causing people to scare them and want to kill them. Later, the tigers make it back to the forest, and Kumar plays around on some tree trunks. However, their fun is ruined as bullets start flying in their direction. Eugene has a talk with Aiden. He wants him to find the tigers to kill them. Although Aiden agrees to search for them, he also has a talk with young Raul. Upon being asked what the people want to do with the tigers, Aiden responds that he has no idea, maybe for fun and to kill them to sell. The boy wants to go with him to find the tigers, but Aiden can't take on that responsibility and finds it unsafe for the kid. So Aiden wants to go into the forest alone. The next morning, humans burn the forest in order to trap the tigers. But Kumar knows how to jump through the fire. He has done it several times for the circus when he used to jump through flaming hoops. However, Sunu can't pull off that trick. Kumar returns to help him out, demonstrating that jumping over the fire is not as hard as he believes. It seems like Sunu is convinced, and this time they both jump through the fire and escape. The next day, Eugene tells Aiden that his son has escaped. Aiden goes into the jungle to find him. Raul had a final meeting with Sunu last time. The tiger goes near the boy. Raul tries to calm him down, and the tiger remembers him. The boy prompts the tiger to stay in the jungle and never return to the city. At the same time, Aiden aims at the tiger with his rifle, just in case he sees Raul in danger. However, he realizes that Kumar is approaching from the side, and he slowly lowers the gun until it is put down. Kumar approaches Aiden and recognizes him, while Raul takes Sunda's necklace off and throws it away. Kumar reaches for Aiden's pocket because he wants to taste some of his favorite candies. Aiden takes the can out of his pocket and opens it. However, they both realize that the can is empty and there are no candies. Aiden apologizes for the pain he has caused Kumar. The two tigers are now ready to go deep into the forest and never come back again. Raul and Aiden stand side by side. They watch the tigers walk away. Aiden remarks that they are hearing another tiger calling for them. Little Raul asks Aiden if that other tiger will be able to teach them how to hunt in the wild, because two tigers look like pets. The boy also wonders if letting them live in the jungle is the right choice. Aiden tells him that he hopes this other tiger will help them out, but he also mentions that the tigers will adapt to their new life. Finally, when the two brothers reunite in a deep forest, they finally find their mother in there and play with her with happiness. After everything they have gone through, they can now live together as a family. Now our movie Two Brothers are happy in the end. Thank you for watching this story until the end. I hope you liked it. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thank you for watching. Mss.Roth.Recaps says goodbye.